Hello everyone, welcome to the Seattleite Love. I'm Danielle.
I'm Krista.
I'm Alex.
That's right. We have the original three judges, and we are going into the final round.
Final round!
Cherry Street in Pioneer Square versus Vivace on Capitol Hill. And as it was in the first round with the first three judges, us three, the drink is going to be the same.
Yep.
Lattes.
Back to lattes.
Back to lattes. Oh, the sun's coming out behind us. Oh, the sun! So yeah, we're gonna go in. We're gonna do the lattes, give an overview of what we think, our overall thoughts about the bracket thus far, and how we feel that Cherry Street has conquered its enemies, leading into its battle
So far.
with Vivace. So,
Cool.
let's go inside.
Yeah.
All right, here we are.
Yay!
We've ordered our coffees.
Yeah.
We have oat milk latte for
Yes.
Krista.
That's mine.
We have another oat milk latte for Alex.
They don't have him.
They don't have hemp. And we have a whole milk latte for myself. So, let's do it.
One thing that I want to talk about is just how I've discovered oat milk because of this. So if nothing else, like that's such a positive outcome for me because I've learned that oat milk pairs with espresso a lot better than almond milk. I would still drink an almond milk latte, it's fine. But oat milk has more of kind of a creaminess that balances out the espresso compared to almond milk that just doesn't have that same level of creaminess. It's a little more earthy, whereas oat milk has a little bit more of like reminds you of like baked goods. Like it's very warm and it's just really, it's a really nice flavor combination with the espresso. And here at Cherry Street, they have really good espresso. So it's a really good, I mean, I take a sip of this and it doesn't feel like I got punched in the face with acidity or just like really strong coffee. It's just like smooth and balanced and warm and comforting and lovely.
So, I've been here once before, holding the same drink once before. I was a little, I guess, I don't know if you get what the whole story behind the specialties is, but we're back to lattes because apparently everybody wants their specialty to be a latte. This experience is a little bit similar because same drink.
Yeah.
I was hoping to do a hemp off since we had a couple of different. I had a couple of different like hemp experiences. I don't know what you call it, hemp experiences. And
Excellent portmanteau.
portmanteau. I stole that from someone else. Okay. So as far as I'm remembering, I think it's a little. It tastes a little more burny than last time we were here before, but just a hint. I don't.
More burn?
Yeah, but I do remember that it was also like a little more espresso flavorful than Vivace last time.
Okay.
It's good. It's delicious. Their oat milk isn't overwhelming. It's not like super sweet, so it's very tasty. I'm not sure if I should put Vivace up against the same thing or not.
All right, a lot of foam on top.
The other thing I'll say while you're trying that is that we're upstairs and I think a lot of the smells from the kitchen have wafted up here. So at first I was smelling kind of a burnt toast smell and now I smell like a ham and cheese maybe or garlic kind of bagel smell.
I
and
will say that I'm
of
smelling.
course can impact your taste experience.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's why yours was tasting burned or not, but
I am smelling a lot of bagel, like a lot of toasted bagel, which that's the first smell that I smelled when I came in was like actually like cooking food and
Yeah.
not coffee, not espresso.
yeah.
I'm drinking this. It's good. I love Cherry Street, and it's very standard. It's the way it was last time I had it. It's good.
Points for consistency, right?
I don't get as much of the milk that I would want, but I believe that was my comment last time.
Really?
And but still very good. Would you like a sip of the whole milk?
comes through.
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
for
I
sure.
don't taste so much of the milk.
Yeah.
And it's a latte, so it's delicious. But I want the milk. I want the latte. I want the milk in the latte. I want the latte in the milk.
So we're kind of looking back at how Cherry Street got here, right? So maybe Bird on a Wire?
Columbia City, I thought.
No.
Bird on a Wire.
Bird on a
I
Wire.
wasn't there for Columbia City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we went to Bird on a Wire, and their espresso was really strong. It was good, and I think we liked both places, but their coffee here was smoother. And then Cherry Street went up against
El Diablo.
Diablo, and the mocha here was like hands down better.
Mm-hmm.
And
It was really intriguing.
I recall that Cherry Street got points over Bird on a Wire for having more like space as well. Like the atmosphere was better. It's more like of a sit down, chill out place. And Bird on a Wire is kind of tiny.
Yeah, I remember that actually. I have the advantage because I edited all the videos.
Yeah.
But I remember that our reviews on just the coffee and the espresso was actually really close between Cherry Street and Bird on a Wire. But because there was actual places to sit and the creepy art.
Yeah.
I think I voted for Bird on a Wire just for the heck of it, didn't I?
Yeah, no, you chose. We ended up being unanimous.
Oh, okay.
Now, for our battle of Cherry Street versus El Diablo, I voted for El Diablo
Yeah.
because I like the darker chocolate. Their mocha was with Theo dark
Yeah,
chocolate.
I was telling Alex that, which I think was better with the cow's milk, was not good with almond milk at all. I was not into it.
Yeah.
So here we are, back to lattes.
All right, we made it to Capitol Hill. We are at Vivace.
Yes.
Darkness.
You can't deny their coffee's good.
It's good.
Their espresso's really good.
It's why I hate them even more. It's the same way the devil has the best like fiddle music.
Wait, are you okay? We're about to get into the Charlie Daniels brand territory. I'm not sure anyone else here can follow me up on that, so I'm just gonna stop. So
All right.
we're gonna get some lattes, and then I have an amusing anecdote to share.
Excellent.
After we order them about why Vivace's specialty
Yeah.
is lattes.
Okay.
So, are y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right, we're here in Vivace. We have our drinks. For Krista, an oat milk latte,
Same as Cherry Street, straight across comparison.
including the oat milk.
Indeed.
Both use Oatly.
Yeah, I also did oat milk to give a fair comparison, even though I was kind of looking forward to a hemp comparison, but it is what it is. I wanted it to be fair.
Yep. And I, of course, got the whole milk. And first thing I want to point out is that they're gorgeous.
They are very pretty.
Cherry Street didn't give us the option of having them in sit-down
They forgot
cups.
to ask.
They didn't ask, but they did here, and they look gorgeous. So, would y'all like to take y'all's coffee? I'm gonna start with Alex this time.
Oh, I haven't even sipped mine yet.
I know. I'm gonna watch you sip it
Okay, yeah, so
on the spot.
yeah. So okay, I'm gonna talk a little bit beforehand. So whenever I come to Vivace, I didn't do it this time, but I always like to ask for something that they don't serve, like drip coffee, just to get on their nerves. Like I'll walk in and be all like, I'd like a drip, and they'll be like, we don't have drip, or I want a chai latte, and they'll be like, we don't have chai lattes. I don't know, I just like to aggravate them. But
Did you do that today?
I didn't. I gave them a pass today since I just learned that there's no alcohol in Disneyland. So they get a pass, anyways. Okay. Interesting. Well, I think as last time, Vivace's espresso is extremely smooth, but in the process, I think it kind of gets lost behind the oat milk. Like for Cherry Street, I could actually. I think I agreed with you guys that it was maybe the toasty bagel smell that is what was giving it the slightly burny impression, because that wore off after a little bit. It was just like, oh, it's just espresso combined with burning bagel, but once that was gone, it was very tasty. Whereas this, I'm mostly tasting oat milk at the moment, but maybe that'll change once I get past the bow.
Okay.
It is more foamy. I've taken a few sips so far. It is more foamy than the one that we had previously.
Can you speak up a little bit more?
It's similar. I think it tastes a little bit more sort of a roasted, nutty kind of flavor to me is coming out. It's really good. Still really smooth. Good balance of the coffee and the espresso. Maybe a little bit more milky than coffee, but that was at Cherry Street too. So it's going to be tough to compare these two.
Good. All right, now I'm going to try mine. All right. The Vivace espresso is much smoother. And I think because of that, I can actually taste the milk. I can taste the latte, but I'm also not losing the espresso. Something else I want to call out, Alex was talking about that burny taste, and I think that was like the food in there. While they do have some food in here, I smell coffee the first thing when I walk into Vivace every time.
Yeah.
And so my first sip is a very pleasant one because I don't have anything else to impeding the taste. I'm still on the foam. I got a little bit past the foam, but yeah, this is what I want in an espresso. Yeah, that was a good full-on sip. I taste the coffee. I taste the milk. It's gonna be tough. I think we all have split decisions on ahead of us. We'll check in soon. All right. So I tried the oat milk latte,
Okay.
and I definitely taste the more nuttiness, the more roasted nuttiness that you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think it's partially because the espresso's smoother, but I also think it's because of the nature of the espresso. It really brings out those other flavors, and like I like this one better than the one at Cherry Street for this reason. Whereas the other one at Cherry Street was really milky. I was losing, I don't know, it tasted like oat milk, which is good. But this, I do get that extra undertones of the nuttiness, of the kind of the roastedness. And I think that roastedness is coming from the espresso, which I like.
That's a really, I feel like you're articulating what I was thinking, like what I was trying to express about my experience. But I'm annoyed because it's Vivace and
Yeah, I mean, what does it do to a person to be that pretentious all day long? Does it just crush their soul into little bits? Are they even human anymore? Not that I'm biased. I'm not biased.
you don't sound biased at all.
Biased.
Also,
You're a
look,
scientist.
look at this.
Oh yeah, it's totally gone.
We've been here for like 2 minutes.
Like mine's not even halfway gone.
Yeah,
So
but it
I don't know if that should speak for itself.
I don't know. It kind of tastes like a big cup of hot foamy oat milk, which is not a bad thing. I do apparently enjoy a big cup of hot foamy oat milk. But part of the reason I think I went through it so fast is because I was like, one thing, I was trying to get through the foam.
Yeah.
And I just got like sort of like going on a groove and just drank the whole thing. And also I was trying to like get down to the espresso at the bottom, like get through the oat milk on top, which I'm approaching the espresso, so I have more to say momentarily.
All right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So reminiscing on our bracket experience, we started with Vivace versus Fuel. I think that was the first one that we did. And we decided that Vivace was much more smooth. Fuel was a bit more strong and robust, you might say. Almost too much. The tricky thing about that is the milk situation when it comes to mine. But yours was a straight across comparison, Danielle, because yours was whole milk. And that was still very true that here was smoother at Vivace. And then Vivace went up against
Bedlam.
Yeah, with Arlene.
Yeah.
And the mocha here was really good. It just was. It was really good. My Bedlam one wasn't that great. I couldn't really taste the chocolate.
Yeah. Our drinks were kind of subpar that day, which is really sad.
Well, the mocha here
Yeah,
was
the mocha here was
fantastic.
great. I'm talking about Bedlam.
Bedlam, kinda.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm harkening back to our first coffee fight. Can you call it coffee fight? And I remember, it was Vivace versus Fuel, and I remember that was the day I turned into a giant hemp pod and launched into space because everything was so hippie. I was extremely hippie, and I sort of had a little bit of a similar experience today where my oat latte was really oaty here, so that seems to be a bit of a theme for Vivace.
Okay.
The milk is standing out more than the coffee.
Yeah.
Thank you for enjoying this video. Please feel free to join us on one of our many other adventures.